Joy.
Bro, did you hear? 93% of our viewers do not subscribe to the channel. So if they subscribe, they might get to see one of the best pool table reviews we've ever done. Do you remember the first one we did?
The Acurra?
Yes. Enjoy the review of the second generation Rasson Acurra. Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the second generation of the Rasson Acurra. So jumping into the build quality, there's a few things that we want to feature that are specifically upgraded from the first generation, the generation 1 of the Acurra, which we made another video. We'll post it in the link somewhere that you can check out. The build quality on these things, they've upgraded the castings. So they have an upgraded pocket in each of these and the castings are upgraded. You have the same scratch, water, and fire resistant, right? Mainly cigarettes, right? If you put a cigarette out on the table, it's resistant to that. It's a very durable and strong table for any elements. We're talking commercial settings. In the previous generation, we actually gave this a review of an 8 out of 10. We're bumping that up for the new version. It's really, really cool. We're gonna give this a 9 out of 10 for the build quality. Jumping into the aesthetics and features, this table is packed full of features. It has the 18-point leveling system. It has the same leg levelers that I mentioned in the first video that have a 2.5-inch clearance to raise or lower the table without ever taking it apart, which is a huge piece when it comes to the ease of assembly section. The aesthetics, you can get this in black or ceram strand, which has like this gray wood finish, which is very beautiful looking. And then also you pair that with whatever cloth that you want. We include Simonis cloth because why else would you want a competition tournament style table without competition tournament style felt. So we put that on all of the tables and then it just looks great and it looks amazing. So with the modern lines in the legs and the overall table, it just really pops and stands out and is really good for almost any aesthetic, especially a man cave setting. And for those reasons, we settled for an 8 out of 10 for the aesthetics and features. So when it comes to the ease of assembly, this is for our professionals out there. This is how easy is it for this table to go together? Are there certain things that take longer? There's certain things that are more complicated. Out of all the Rasson tables, the Hero and the Acurra, this table that we're reviewing today, has the highest ease of assembly. There's a few things that I like that they do really well and makes these tables simple to go together. The way their legs bolt together, the way the frame bolts together. It's a metal frame on both ends with the center sections in which we use the slate leveling system on. It's super easy to work with. And the slate leveling system makes it easy to level the slate post-assembly as well. So when it comes down to putting the table in, putting the rail assembly together, little quick tip, if you've never worked on one of these before, put your pockings in your castings. It'll save your life. Normally you want to put the rails together, right, and then put the pockets in last. If you do that on this table, you're going to be taking everything apart. We've all learned the lesson the hard way, so little tip and trick for you there. Put the pockings in the castings as you're putting the rails together. But finally, these are deep pockets as well. So they're very easy to work with. Everything bolts together nice and clean. The only issue that I give the ease of assembly with is stapling the rails. We made a different video of a different table that really showcased how they planned accordingly for that. When we have to staple the corners, right, on this table, it's a little bit more difficult just to get that clean look because it has plastic on the end of the facing where normally wood would be that you could put a nice staple and make it look nice and clean. So that's the only knock really that I have to it. And for those reasons, we went with a 7 out of 10 for the ease of assembly. Now to the value for your money. What's the bang for your buck? How far will your dollar go? With the Rasson Acurra, it's one of the better buys in the industry. This table comes in at $67.99. It's a great price point for all the technology that you're getting. When you look at the Rasson Victory, it's $12,000. You're getting it's a step down, right? Because it's a residential style table, but it's made by the same brand. They have amazing finishes. They're solid wood. The Acurra is one of the better buys, I think, in the industry right now when it comes to that commercial style table because it still plays like a Victory. Just the components are less expensive, less thicker slate, right? So the The value for your money. I think you're getting exactly what you're paying for. I think this table is priced to perfection. I don't think this table should sell for less. The first generation of the table sold at $54.99. You'll see that in the other video that we made. This table at $67.99 is priced perfectly. I think they couldn't have done it better. It's probably worth $6,700. Like, it's spot on. I don't think it's worth $12,000. It's not worth $8,000. You're getting exactly what you're paying for. So for those reasons, it's an 8 out of 10 for the value for your money. Now to the brand review. This is probably the biggest change from our previous generation, right? That Rasson Acurra Gen 1 that we did to this generation. The North American distributor changed. It went from Imperial to Presidential. Now, from our experience, when we first started installing these tables, we did have some initial, I wouldn't say quality control, but just like mishaps where we got certain parts for one thing, different parts for another table. And so like it definitely took them a little bit just to get acclimated, which I could imagine if you got 5 containers, hundreds of Rasson tables, like you're bound to make some mistakes. But since they initially launched, which gosh, that must have been back in November of 25, everything has now been copacetic. Like we haven't really had any problems. We're getting exactly what we're asking for. I haven't had any damages to amount to anything that have been severe problems this year. So it's 2026 now to date the video. The brand review for Rasson tables, they're becoming ever more popular. You see them on the Mosconi Cup. You see them pretty much everywhere now. They're starting to get more known in America. I think we're doing a large part to help with that with these videos. But one cool thing is we're selling these tables across the country. A lot of people want these tables. A lot of people are trading in diamond bar boxes to get a Rasson table. We're having bars who are more interested in buying Rasson tables over some of the diamond bar boxes just because it's different, it's new, but it looks so much better. Those reasons, the brand review, we settled for a 9 out of 10 with a little side note. The new distributor Presidential has been great. They had some kinks and stuff to begin with, but ever since they got that all worked out, it's been smooth sailing. So if you're looking to upgrade your game room, maybe trade in a diamond table and you want something that has great looks, solid wood, water, scratch, and fire resistant capabilities, and play like a tournament style table, reach out to us, pick yourself up a Rasson Acurra, or you can go to our website, ledfordbilliardsupply.com, or give us a call, 864-283-6929.